Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today we're going to check out a game called Elteria Adventures. And this is an MMO, or a multiplayer online, massive multiplayer online game that is in alpha right now. So they're doing alpha testing on it, and it's going to be on Steam fairly shortly, and I'll have a link in the description below where you guys can go and check it out. So if you're looking for something that is going to be, an MMO type of game, this might be for you. You can make a male or female, and it looks like they've only got, 2 presets so far. Again, this is an alpha, and as you add on to your character with weapons and armor, your appearance changes. So we're going to go with just the default male character for now. And again, keep in mind this is an alpha, so it will change, and it will definitely change probably even before it's totally released. So what you're seeing here is only a snippet of what Elteria is going to offer. Now, again, with these types of games, I've always been a big fan of games like Guild Wars 2 and things like that. And this kind of reminds me of that type of vibe where you're going to have other players running around and you're going to be able to interact with them and you're going to be able to do quests and you're going to be able to do other things. Now, this game also incorporates a lot of things like crafting and building and collecting resources and things like that. So you're going to be able to craft armor and weapons and build things like jewelry and everything else for your character. You're going to be able to do through all of this. Now, if we go into our journal here, you're going to be able to see, we can check out our map, and you can see that it is a massive map so far. So they've got a lot of stuff going on here. The Hero Islands on the left is where your home instance is going to be. And then they've got your main islands off to the right and the center. So let's talk to Corvus, or Orvis, I should say, and see what we've got to do. And basically what he's saying is it's like any other MMO. When you first start out, he's going to ask you to pick your class. And there's several different classes that you can pick here. And you've got kind of a fighter class and then a mage class and then some other classes that are kind of a combination of both. And we'll take a look at that. So the first encounter is what we've got here, and find your calling request is now going to be the one that we're going to do. So we need to talk to these statues and decide what class we want to be in. This is a fighter here, so that's pretty cool. I'm usually pretty good. It's probably more of a tanky class, that type of thing. A good starter class if you are into just getting started. Now over here we've got the summoner class, and the summoner class is going to be able to summon different entities or things like that, and then link between them to get abilities. Then you've got the architect, which is kind of a hand-to-hand combat type guy. He's more of a fighter build than a magic build. So again, you've got that. So that's pretty cool. That one might be something that I would be interested in. It kind of reminds me almost like of the thief class in Guild Wars 2 or something like that, where you're more close combat type thing. And then our last one that we have here is going to be the Demolisher. And the Demolisher is a mage or magic user type class that will allow you to use fire magic and things of that nature. So if you want to do that and you're more of somebody that likes to use spells and do all those things, then the Demolisher class would be an option for you there as well. I think I'm going to go with the fighter class here just to start out, and then we'll see where we go from here. So once you pick your class, you're good to go, and they gave me a stick as a weapon, so it's kind of a weak first weapon. I'm kind of hoping you get a sword or something. But we'll go back to Orvis here, and we'll see where we need to go. And we'll get some quests going here. I'll show you some other things, as well as just fighting and collecting. You'll get a harvesting tool a little bit later in the game as well, and we'll be right back with some of that. Okay, so I did a quest for a Foreman's Stripe. And Foreman's Stripe awards me with a collector tool, and this is where you're going to be able to use these abilities universal tool here to use these abilities to either collect things as far as mining stuff out of the ground or gathering resources like plants or gems or trees above ground, so you can gather those, or you can even dig in the ground for ore like gold ore and several other things that you'll need to make your rings, earrings, necklaces, headwear, armor, boots, and a bunch of other things. Now at the top you can see there's some souls there as well. By killing enemies you can get these souls and they give you extra abilities as well, so that's actually pretty cool. Something that you're going to see coming up here. I'm going to be able to get those and kind of show you how those work out as well. But it's pretty basic. Now, right now I've got some watermelon here, gives me energy. I've got some stars, and these stars you can use to access the shop. And you will get these in-game as well. You don't really have to buy them. I'm sure there'll be an option to buy them if you want, stars if you want. But you'll get them from doing quests as well, I've found already. And you'll be able to get other things, decorative things, that really won't add to anything but just your looks. But some of them look really cool. And it makes your character look a lot better. You can also buy potions and private banners, which is actually pretty cool as well. A little tentacle banner here. And you've also got some other banners. That one's pretty cool. I like that one. There's a lot of different things that you can do. So these are like placeholders for your banners at your home instance and things like that. So let us go check out our home instance. And this is where you're going to build workbenches. You're going to put down a workbench. You're going to put down a few other things here so that you can have a space to go back to craft things when you want to in between quests and do things like that. Now this comfort chart is something here. Your comfort level increases when you do either defeat special monsters or get trophies, and as your comfort level goes up you get extra abilities as well. So they kind of give you an incentive to do improvements to your home instance, improvements to just overall exploring and things like that, and then your abilities will go up from there. So that's actually pretty cool as well. Okay, so once you have this tool here, you can actually get things like rock, and you can also use this on trees to gather things that you're going to need to craft stuff. So, I'm getting birchwood here and apples, which I can use to craft different potions and other things as well. Again, you can grab ore, you can dig in the ground and search for gold ore and other stone that you're going to need as well. So that's pretty cool. Now, each time that you gather or dig, it's going to use up energy, and it's going to take you, so you can't continuously do it. You can do it a few different times, and then you're going to have to wait until your energy goes back out. Fortunately, your energy doesn't take that long to recover, so you can continue to gather. Also, alternatively, you can use watermelon to gain energy as well, so you can eat those and regain your energy quickly. So you can get the watermelon by defeating certain creatures in the land and other ways as well. Okay, so like you saw on the map, this is a map that is a bunch of individual islands that you're going to have to navigate between. Now, some of them have bridges that you'll be able to cross, and some of them will not. So you're going to have to figure out how to get from one island to the other. Luckily, they have a few different ways to do this. And as you can see, I'm being directed over to Chapter 1, which is all the way on this other island. So I've got to use maybe this ring of islands to get there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to check out how to get up to these islands. Now, I first thought maybe I could climb up there in this tower, and that is not the case. But luckily, there are these sunflowers that will launch you into the air and allow you to jump up to other platforms and then kind of cross over from there. So that's what we're doing here, and we're going to go over and get down to the next island and continue our questing. So this is something that you're going to have to figure out on your own. Now, there's other ways of doing this, which you'll see these clouds here. You can jump on those as well, and they will spring you up into the air, kind of like the mushrooms. And there are certain mushrooms that will sling you directly to alternate islands. So this is something that we'll use to get from one spot to the other, or one island to the other, to continue our questing. Something that's pretty interesting in the world. Okay, so gathering resources is pretty interesting in this game. You can attack monsters, which will give you certain items that you'll need to craft potions and other things. These watermelon guys will give you a watermelon and other resources such as souls. And again, once souls show up, they will be around your shoulder, and they will give you extra abilities as well. Some of these other plants, like these simple gems, will offer some other things, not much of what I really need. They're more just kind of the speed gems from what I've seen so far, but as we go on in the game, I think we're going to find other things as well. So, as I'm getting these weak soul essences from killing things, you can see up in the upper right-hand corner I have 145 of 250 weak soul essences. Those are used to level my character, from level 1 to level 2 and so on. And as you level up, your attributes are gained per level as well. So what we're going to do now is kind of show you the respawn points that they have here, or the respawn system, because if you die and you don't have a respawn, you're going to have to start all the way from the beginning, so they had to implement something. So what they've implemented is these hearts. So that's what we're going to, the Elteria hearts are what you're going to be able to link up with, and this is going to give you a respawn point, and this is a great thing to have. It's got to be, you've got to have something. So this is what they've established in this game, is that once you link up with this respawn point, if you die, you can either go to your home instance, you can go back to the hub, or you can go back to the respawn point for that level, which is actually pretty cool. Makes things a lot easier. In case you fall off of something or get killed by a mob of monsters, you can go back really quickly. So as you can see, I was talking about souls a little bit earlier. I've got 2 of them around my shoulder right now, and if we take a look at certain things that we've got going on in our inventory and our crafting, you'll be able to see the souls here in a second. And what these souls do is, as you kill monsters, you're going to be able to get things, other abilities with these souls that are going to help you in battle. You can also pick up recipes for swords and weapons and armor, and the workbenches that you're going to need to put down your home instance so that you can craft all of this stuff. So there's a lot going on in this game. Granted, again, that it is only an alpha. They do have much to work on, but so far it looks pretty promising. There's actually a lot of things that you can do, and as you can see, I've got some extra abilities here because of the souls that I've collected of the monsters that I've killed so far, and I can turn into a coin cat here if I want to, or I can use some other things, and you can see I can heal myself now, which is great for healing and things like that. So overall, this game is pretty interesting. There's a lot to do. They do have some work to do to it. As you can see, it is only an alpha, but so far I'm pretty impressed with it, and just wanted to let you guys know about it. Again, you're going to have a link in the description below if you guys want to check this out on Steam when it comes out, and you guys will be able to pick it up. I don't have too many details on what the price is going to be initially, or if they're going to offer this as a free-to-play type setup yet. But if I get any information back from them, I will definitely let you know in the comments below. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, because that always helps me out. And I'll check you guys out on the next video.